everyone, welcome to your mats. Happy day. For me, it happens to be Wednesday morning here in the Pacific Northwest. I hope that you are doing well. Thank you for coming to your mats and doing a little practice with me. What I have planned for us is a little bit of seated work, a little bit of some side body work, all kind of fused in with some flow, some moving breath to movement, a little vinyasa. And then we'll get standing for just a little bit and then we'll take it right back down. So a short, but relatively invigorating movement practice for you. The only prop really that you'll need if you feel more comfortable sitting up is maybe to grab a bolster or a blanket or a block, because we'll be seated just for a little bit at the start and just for a little bit at the end. And that can feel really nice, especially to have your hips higher than your knees. If you don't have anything handy, that's okay. You can sit down and find easy pose, crossing through your ankles, Sukhasana. And you can also sit on your knees or sit on a chair if that feels better in your body. And then when you're ready, if it feels good, feel free to rest your eyes closed and a soft gaze down towards your nose. Shift your head back just a little bit so ears, shoulders, hips are stacking. And let's do both hands together at prayer in front of your heart. Just taking a moment to really feel within yourself. So noticing the parts of your body that feel perhaps tight or tense. Maybe areas that feel cold. There maybe isn't a lot of movement. And then begin to bring your awareness to the parts of your body that feel warm, hot, and that maybe have a little bit more movement, a little bit more fluidity. And not changing or trying to manipulate any of those experiences, just simply noticing them. And then we'll take our awareness up to our breath. So start to notice the depth of your breath. And perhaps that's just like the very kind of top part of your chest. Maybe it's a little bit deeper down or all the way deep down into your belly. And again, not doing anything differently, just noticing the experience there. And then taking our awareness up even more subtle into the mental experience, into our mind. Noticing maybe the fast movement of thoughts, or maybe it's slower moving, kind of just rolling through like clouds in the sky sort of thoughts. And with this connection of our body, breath, and mind, let's take a few breaths together. So inhale, fill up through your nose. Slow, long, open mouth exhale, release. Twice more, breathe in. Long, slow, open mouth, let it go. Good, final one, breathe in. And exhale, let it out. Beautiful. Notice once more any changes through your physical body with just a couple of focused breaths. Any changes in your breath with those focused breaths. And finally, any changes through your mind with those focused breaths. Good. And then begin to rub your hands together, creating some heat, making some friction here, getting some warmth going. And then you'll slowly bring your hands over your eyes, just kind of palms right over your eyes. And then as you blink your eyes slowly open, you'll draw fingertips down your face like you're just slowly welcoming in the light. Good. Welcome. All right. If you're up on a prop, you can scoot it out of the way for now. Put this over by the belly bear here. And then you'll meet me in tabletop, all fours. So you're gonna spread fingers really wide. And then you're going to push down more through your finger pads, so allowing the domes of your hands to lift. That just kind of helps distribute the weight through your body. And then from here, you'll find just some kind of natural movement. So maybe shrugging shoulders around a little bit, maybe doing some little, some side to side work, moving into your hips. Eventually finding your way into some cat-cows, so pushing down through your belly, looking up through your front line. And then exhale, round curl, tuck things inward. And a few more on your own. Good, and then come back through, nice neutral spine here. We'll add on from here. So we'll do a little thread the needle. So you'll extend your right arm out, palm parallel down to the earth, and then find a couple wrist circles. Maybe you have some poppy joints like I do. It just means you have some extra, the Vata dosha in your joints. And then some of you may have that range of motion where you can actually lift your arm all the way up, shoulders stacked, and it doesn't place any kind of tension or torque in your low back. If you have that, feel free to take that movement. I'm going to stick with my arm kind of where it is level down, and then you'll thread right ear, right arm down. Do a little thread the needle here. Left hand can stay like a little kickstand, a little tent in front of your face. Some of you may choose to stay right here. Some of you may want to kick your left leg out towards the left. Kind of just changes. You get a little stretch through your leg as you're opening up through the back line of your right shoulder. Good, and if you did that variation with your leg, come back through. Slowly come back up. Same thing, re-extend through your right arm, open and close, rotate around. Good, and we have a little bit more to do here. So you're gonna start to crawl forward. Let's see, you're gonna do, I might have to demo this on this side here. So you're from tabletop, you're gonna come down to your left forearm. Right arm is gonna reach up in front of your left hand. And then you're gonna extend right leg back and cross your right leg just kind of behind your left leg. So right leg long, right arm long. And then you're gonna gaze underneath your right armpit here, kind of an IT band stretch, kind of a big stretch through your arm and shoulder. And that gaze underneath your right armpit just kind of helps to offset the weight of your body, which you may feel like favors over towards the left side. That's okay. Couple breaths. See if you can extend maybe a little bit more into your back heel. Good, and then slowly come back through tabletop. Couple movements here, some cat-cows. Once again, just feeling maybe a little bit more opening through your right side body. And then let's do the same thing on the other side. So this time, left arm will extend out, palm down, and take some moments here, kind of in that basic posture, stretching, rotating around through your wrist. Some of you, again, you may have that range of motion where you can stack shoulders, but if that places any kind of tension through your low back, you'll stay right here with your arm level to the ground. And then as you're ready, thread left arm under, left ear comes down. Right hand can be a little tent in front of your face. You can stay here, or perhaps you extend right leg out this time. Just adds a little bit more of a leg stretch. And for me, it feels like I get a little bit deeper through my back line here. Couple breaths. Good, and slowly begin to replace your leg. If you did the variation, come right back up and out as we got into it. Good, and then we'll do that IT stretch on this side. So this time, right forearm comes down. Left hand will reach in front of your right hand, and then left leg, will extend long and then cross over behind you, gazing this time underneath your right armpit. Couple breaths, see if you can create or find some more length through the entirety of your left side body, and breathe. slowly start to come back into tabletop. Another moment or two here for some cat-cows. Just any sort of movement that feels good here. And then as you're ready, begin to tuck your toes, elevate all the way up into downward facing dog. And from your down dog, feel free to bend one knee or the other. You can do a little swivel. You come over onto the arch and the knife edges of your feet. Sometimes I get a little self-chiropractor adjustment here, a little pop through my low back. Good. And then when you're ready, you can find some stillness. There still will be a little bit of movement, maybe that's okay too. But play around with a little or a big bend through your knees. So you'll notice I take a pretty big bend through mine. You want to create a lot of length through my spine. And so for me, that means a pretty big, generous bend. And then gaze forward and slowly walk hands and feet to meet for a forward fold. And widen out through your stance, so at least hip width distance, but maybe a little bit wider. And allow your head to be heavy. Maybe sway a little side to side. Perhaps rock forward and back a bit. Now here, inhale for a high halfway. So hands will come to your thighs. Just to start, some of you may be able to keep hands down to your shins. Your gaze is long in front of you, so you're creating a really long spine is the idea. And some of you, that may feel better if hands are higher. And even if this is your high halfway, that's totally fine. Some of you may have that lower movement too. So adapt around for what you need with your body today. Breathe in. And exhale, forward fold. We add on, inhale for mountain stand all the way up. Extend your arms and then soften your shoulders down away from your ears. Couple of breaths. Feel equally grounded with your feet kind of spreading on the earth below you. And exhale, hands to heart. Come down. Let's add on, inhale, mountain. Extend your arms up. Exhale, rainbow back bend. So really big arms. Squeeze shoulder blades together behind you, and then maybe you look up and start to arch back. So really big opener here through your chest. Know that if you keep your chin more neutral, you're kind of just opening your arms. That's okay too. Stay for your breath out. Inhale, reach, mountain. Then exhale, side stretch up and over to the right. Maybe you hover your left foot. Engage through your low core so your low back is long. Breathe in. Stay for your breath out. Little balance challenge. Inhale, center. Exhale, up and over to the other side. So this isn't like a huge movement here with your leg. You're just floating it off. Getting some more stability through your grounded foot. Core strong, stay for your exhale. Inhale, center. And exhale, forward fold, come down. Inhale for that high halfway, play around with the depth here. And exhale now for high plank. So plant your hands, step your feet back. Keep your gaze lifted so you're looking a little bit in front of your space here. And that just helps to keep your cervical spine in alignment with the rest of you so you're not kind of crunching down through your neck. Breathe in. Exhale, come down to your knees. Squeeze elbows in toward your body. Lower all the way down to your belly here. Untuck through your toes. And inhale, lift up, Cobra, Bhujangasana. So you're kind of squeezing shoulder blades together behind you. Legs are engaged. This is building strength through your low back. Breathe in. Exhale, forehead down. Good, let's add on, move on. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. And we'll unite breath to movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Walk feet and hands to center. Inhale, high halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, rainbow back bend, really big through your arms, lift up through your heart. Inhale, center. Exhale, side stretch to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold, come on down. Inhale, high halfway, long spine. Exhale, high plank, plant your hands, step your feet back. Breathe in. Exhale, come down to knees, squeeze elbows in, slow lower down. Inhale, cobra, lift up through your front line. Exhale, release. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do this one more time through, my friends. You've got it. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, walk feet and hands towards center. Inhale, high halfway, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain, stand, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, mountain, extend. And exhale, rainbow, back bend, open big. Inhale, reach, mountain. Exhale, side stretch to the right, float your foot. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold, come on down. Inhale, high halfway. And exhale, tuck and curl. You're gonna come up onto the balls of your feet, heels lift, lower hips down. A little ball pose here. Maybe you do a balance challenge, squeezing one or both arms around your legs. Maybe some of you even invite forehead. I'm gonna lose my audio here. Forehead to knees, curl everything in. Good. And then from here, we meet back again into tabletop. So you're gonna bring right knee behind your right wrist. We're gonna take pigeon pose, but we're gonna get into it a little bit more gently. So right knee behind your wrist, swivel out through your right foot so it's facing over towards the left side of your mat. And then you can walk your left leg back, untuck your toes, and start to take it down here. So some of you may actually be able to bring forehead all the way down to your mats. Some of you, this may not feel comfortable at all, and you may be upright. If this is a no-go altogether because of anything with knees or hips, feel free to come all the way down to your back, and you'll do a little figure four. So left foot will be the grounded one, and you'll cross your right foot over your left leg. From there, you can draw your legs in if you're taking that figure four variation. We're not here super long. So pick the one that feels best for you today. If you're joining me in figure four, I'll cue you out first, and then I'll get those of you in pigeon. So if you're in figure four, you're gonna lower left leg down, uncross your right leg. You're gonna roll over to your right side for supported fetal pose and push yourself up seated. If you were in pigeon, maybe you already know a good way to get out of pigeon, that's totally fine. You're gonna come up onto your hands. Good, and then from pigeon, if you're in pigeon pose, you're just gonna drop down. Let me rearrange myself here. So from pigeon, you're gonna drop down to your right hip and open out for seated separate leg stretch. So if you were already seated, you'll meet me here in seated separate legs. So right leg folded inward, left leg out. Some of you, if you have that prop, if it feels better, feel free to grab your bolster. You can sit yourself up high. And either way, you're gonna extend arms up, pivot, and fold over your left leg. And then you'll see that my knee is bent quite a bit, so it's not about touching your toes with a straight leg. It's really more about the stretch that you get through your backside here. So feel free to bend your leg as much as you need to, so forehead and knee connect. And from there, maybe you can extend your leg out just a tiny bit, or maybe not. That was a little too much for me. And breathe. And you'll slowly start to lift up. You'll stay with this leg shape just for now. So left leg out, right knee bent. I'm just going to adjust myself to face you a little bit more. With your left leg, you're going to cross left leg in front of your right knee, prepping for seated twist. So your right foot, your right heel is right by your left glute. And then right arm is going to squeeze around your leg. And then left hand can either be a kickstand kind of out by your right foot or maybe behind you. In either way, you're going to sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, twist. Your chin can stay pretty neutral, like looking center through your chest, or it can look, your chin can look all the way over, your gaze rather, can look all the way over your left shoulder. And think about inhales, finding some length. And exhales, you're finding a little twist or a big twist. Good. And then slowly come all the way back, release. Those of you that are doing pigeon, you'll meet me in tabletop. Those of you that are going to do figure 4, you're going to come all the way down to your backs. And you'll put right foot down, cross your left ankle, you stay there, or you thread your legs closer to you. Those of you that are going to do pigeon, you'll meet me in your tabletop. And this time, left knee will come forward towards your left wrist. You'll open up through your left foot. Sometimes there's this cue of having your shin parallel to the top part of your mat. That's not attainable to a lot of us, and it's not really attainable for me, to be honest. So if it's kind of more of like a number 7 shape, that's totally fine. Right leg long, back behind you, and then you can start to make your way down to your mats. Maybe you're just on your forearms. Maybe some of you want to rest all the way down, head, chest, down to your mat. Or again, you're in that figure 4 shape on your back. Couple moments, couple breaths. Maybe you're noticing different experiences side to side. That's common, it's no big deal. Maybe you're like, no, it feels exactly the same. That's okay too. If you're in figure 4 with me, you'll drop your right foot down and cross your left ankle. Then you'll roll over, this time to your left side, supported fetal. And then you'll make your way up seated. If you were in pigeon, you'll start to tuck your back toes and lift up through your front line. And then same idea, you're just gonna drop down to your left sit bone. Left leg will come in for that seated separate leg stretch. So right leg will be out, left knee coming in, arms extend up, pivot and fold, this time over your right leg. Again, you'll see my knee is bent quite a bit, forehead touches down to knee, and breathe. And some of you, if you have a lot of opening through your hamstrings here, some of you may be even able to place a block in front of your foot and reach for the block instead of your foot. So if you've got that opening, know that you can certainly go there. Slowly begin to come up out of your seated separate leg stretch. Keep your left foot as it is. You're just going to Sweep right leg in front of your left knee. Left heel right by your glute there. Left arm this time will kind of do a little hook or a little squeeze around your arm. Right fingers either kind of just outside of your right hip or maybe back behind you. Back behind you will be a little bit deeper of a twist, so you can play around with that. And we'll inhale to sit up tall and exhale, begin to twist. And again, your gaze may stay centered right over your chest, or perhaps you're looking all the way out over your right shoulder. Couple breaths. And slowly begin to release back, seated. So here's another opportunity. If you have a bolster or something, we'll do a little breathing exercise seated before we take it down to our final Shavasana. So if you would like to grab that, feel free to. And we'll just meet again in Sukhasana, easy pose. And from here, we'll do Nadi Shodhana, alternative nostril breathing. So for this one, left palm can just be up on your thigh. And then with your right hand, you're gonna fold in index and middle fingers. You'll be using your thumb and your ring finger here. So I'll talk us through it and then feel free to join in if you already know where you're going. So you're gonna close down through the right side and breathe in through the left. And close the left side down, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close the right, exhale left. That's one full round. Feel free to join in with me. So thumb will close down through the right nostril, not like pushing really hard. It's just like pressing down. And inhale through the left. Close the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close the right, exhale left. Keep going on your own for a few more rounds. Inhale left. We'll have this one be our final round. So inhale left. And you'll just want to end exhaling out through the left side. And when you're done, there's no rush, but you relax your right hand down. Find your breath. And then as you're ready, you'll meet me on your back for a final pose of Shavasana here. Some of you may want to use your bolster again. Do that underneath your knees. My bolster is a little wide, so it's not really my favorite, but know that you can do that at home if you would like, or any, like maybe some small books or little pillows. Arms alongside your body, palms facing upward. If it feels comfortable, you can allow eyes to rest, closed. Give yourself the gift of stillness. Allow everything to slow down. If you have the ability to stay in this shape, in this existence for a little while longer, feel free to stay. If you've got things to get back to your day, feel free to deepen through your breath, signaling to your body that it's time to get moving. Find some movement in your fingers and toes. Feel a little sway of your head side to side. Begin to stretch. Oh, big stretch. Arms overhead. And invite knees to your chest. You'll roll over to the right side for supported fetal pose. Hang here for a moment or two. And when you're ready, make your way up seated. Gathering hands together once again at heart. Take a breath in and out. Inhale and exhale. Lift thumbs to your third eye. The light and the love in me honors the light and the love in you, and the light and the love in all beings. Namaste. Thank you all so much for practicing with me. I hope to see you on your mats again sometime very soon. Okay, thanks.